you had great moments together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that, and let's also talk about the fact of when you had tough moments together.
Okay.
Because everyone's going to say, man, it just had to be easy across the board.
I wish it was, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So tough moments with Grant. People don't realize he's an 8-stepper in high school, right? And his dad said to me when he signed, he goes, Coach, I know he needs to take 7, but he's not strong enough to do that yet. So kudos to his dad for realizing that, right? So in teaching Grant the 7 steps, the first 2 sessions were a nightmare. I mean, a nightmare, because he's a little bit AD something. I don't know what it is, but he just, so he just wouldn't be patient, right? So I'm like, Grant, you have to get to the marks, right? But I am like, no, you're not. So I show him the video. So he goes, he does it again. And he's like, I don't know. I said, hey, we ain't doing that today. I said, you know what, man? Forget it. Just you let me know when you want to take 7 steps. I'm going to go over and work with the quarter milers, right? So I watch him. He walks down the track. He walks back. He comes in. All right, cuz, I'm ready. And from that moment on, he never missed a beat.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
Sounds like
Another moment was he loses to Daniel SECs in 2019. Now, I don't say a word, right? After the meet, we come back home. He was also mad because we lost the meet by like 10 points. So he thinks, I cost us me. I'm like, Grant, that's 2 points, not 10. But that's Grant, right? So he comes in my office. He goes, what's wrong with me? I was like, there's nothing wrong with you. You had a bad moment. The question is, will you let that moment define you, or will you come with me today and get ready to get the job done when it counts the most? So at the end of the year, if you're the NCAA champion, nobody will remember that you lost the SEC meet. And he goes, all right, I'm in. And he walked out the office. And, a month later, he's 1298. He's a collegiate record holder. And the rest is history,
Just right here.
That's
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so he does that, right?
Yeah.
So he knows that his dad and I are like, what was that, right? So he goes to the back and he goes to the trainer. I called the trainer. I said, put Grant on the phone. I'm like, who were you calling? And he laughed. He goes, I was calling God. I was like, see, I know that's not who you were calling. But I also know that if you tell me it's God, I'm going to be quiet about it.
All right. Okay.
So, me, I said, so what did he say? He said, well done, my son. I was like, all right, get off the phone. I'm not fooling with you anymore, So he was ready for me. He was ready.
So, what was the conversation like when it was the highly anticipated first Olympics for him, where the world expected him to win that gold medal,
right?
And Hansel Parchman beat him for that gold.
Right. So I saw it coming. Like, he does this incredible rep over 3 hurdles, and I'm like, let's be done. No, I gotta go over 4. That's this thing. When I feel it for 4, I'm good. He went over 4 and it was terrible. And I was like, what's going on? Let me go over 3 again. Went over 3, it was terrible. And I saw it and I just couldn't get him back.
It was too inconsistent.
Exactly. Like I could see it in his eyes. He just stopped believing. And remember, he went out, he looked incredible, ran 13-0 in the first round. And almost like it scared him. The moment was just too big for him. And like I told him after that, I said, when you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I choked, we're going to be okay. And after the season was over, before we started the next year, he goes, I admitted to myself, I choked. He said, that was my fault. It'll never happen again. And it's never happened again.